This is our only sprig of fall that we experience in Florida.
Alright, that's okay. I'm still cleaning.
Alright, I'll call you later.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye. Teaching my mom how to use your computer. That's always a fun thing.
Late start today. One thing that is so awesome about working from home is that you're working from home, but then the day flies by and you don't even realize it, because most of the time you're like answering emails and you're kind of on conference calls, or you're doing so much from your computer and from your phone. And I guess that would be the same thing that if you were at work, but you're like around more people.
Right.
You know, and now that we're not around people, we're just around each other. We get so caught up in this like work bubble at home and realize, holy crap, 90% of our day is gone. What are we gonna do now? A long time ago, when I got Charles his bike, we wanted to do something where we could bring the dogs along. The unfortunate thing is Zoe has very, very bad hips. Actually, we looked at a little contraption for Zoe to help her walk, but she wouldn't be able to go the distance that we typically go on our bikes, and we don't want to hold the dogs back from being able to experience that. So we're gonna go try and find this little thing that goes on the back of the bike that the dogs can sit in, kind of like I think they have it for toddlers and infants.
There's a trailer for bikes.
Yeah, it's a dog trailer. So we're gonna go and see if we can find that. And
there's a couple at Pinellas Park. So far we are now over 3 trying to find this thing. All I want to do is just take the dogs on a bike ride, and I can't do it. It's so frustrating. You think that something like this would be like everywhere, abundant everywhere, but apparently it's not very abundant. I know there was one where I got my bike, but I think it was like $400 or $500 for the same thing that we were.
Kids one.
Yeah, it was for kids. Yeah. So we're trying to find one specifically for dogs. That way we can take them on trips. That's kind of cool that they just have that hanging out.
And look what we found!
This is either gonna fit Dee, Zoe and Marley, or Allie's gonna control me and I'll sit.
But it's kind of cool because basically they can put their head out, and it's got a strap on the inside that kind of like hooks her in, so it's like a seatbelt initially.
So well.
Or it's a seatbelt essentially, so it's pretty cool.
Back at the bike shop. Yeah, those are the ones that were kind of cool. I remember looking at that. So we found a couple of them, one of which I want to show you guys, and I don't know if the girls can handle it. This one right here. I feel like they could, but at the same time...
Marley in something like this.
Marley in the back.
No, in the front.
Put her in the front? Mm-hmm. She'd actually probably sit. She probably would, actually. That's
too small.
That's gonna be some serious balancing act for me.
That's awesome.
It's got an evil flamingo and everything. That is the coolest house I think we've seen.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's like they put the wood over and it's like going through the house. Do you see it, the eye?
Yeah, the eye is crazy.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's a 12 out of 10. Goal is don't break the bike and get this thing attached.
You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love.
There it goes. Just want to make sure this is tight.
There he goes. He's growing up so fast. Bye, Char.
Alright, let's get a dog and test it. You ready? Let's try this? Marley's crushing it right now. Enjoying that?
So Chara's out testing the new little like dog carrier that we have for the bikes. And so far Marley likes it. She was a little skeptical, but she seemed to like it. Now we're testing out Zoe. Diesel might not have to use it. Honestly, I don't even think she's gonna have to use it. But I think we're gonna test out all the dogs to see if they even like it. It's a little small. We thought it was gonna be able to fit at least 2 of them. It's probably not gonna be able to fit 2 of them. But Zoe is the true test. If Zoe likes it, then we know we made the right decision. Like I said, today is all about the dog, so I am actually making some peanut butter and pumpkin dog treats right now. Very excited. Charles wanted to do this the other day, and he ended up buying like this little gingerbread little cookie sheets, so I'm gonna make those. Are you excited? Do you know that you have treats on the way? Are you ready for some treats?
All right, so one thing is very apparent. A, they both can fit, and B, they actually like it. Are they both back there? Did we lose a dog yet? It's actually kind of fun. You keep getting all these little compliments like, oh, that's a way to ride. Every generic thing you could possibly think of, people are saying right now. But it's funny, it's cute. Now Diesel's next. So this is not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. I don't know what cute things you're looking at. You must be looking at some cute stuff. I mean, that's just adorable to me. It just makes me feel better because I know Zoe's hips are so bad. I don't want it to get worse, and I always feel bad that all the dogs can't go on long bike rides with us. So spoil them. And honestly, it's better exercise for me because I have to lug around.
Let's see. 2.5 cups of wheat flour, 2 eggs, half a cup of canned pumpkin. Make sure it's 100% pumpkin. Some cans contain sugar and other ingredients. Let's see. 100% pumpkin, here we go.
Big, we can't fit 2 with you. We got one more to test this thing with. He's freaking loving. I think what it is I think they are all associating it with the, sorry, I have to keep paying attention. I think they're all associating it with the golf cart. So every time they're moving, they know not to like jump out or do anything stupid. This is honestly the cutest stuff in the world. This is going down probably to one of the cutest videos. Now we got to put Rika in there because it closes up. We can put her in there. We're gonna be like a train. We're just gonna have 4 of these freaking things.
Okay, so then the next thing we need is 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. A little extra peanut butter never hurt anybody. Now we gotta stir it out. Yay, you're gonna have puppy cookies. Girls are gonna like those. And they go.
You have no idea. That made me so freaking happy. It's such a simple thing, but it made me happy because all the puppies, their hips are all getting a little bit worse. They're all old ladies and dudes. We always wanted to take bike rides and go long distances, like maybe go to the park or something like that, without necessarily having to get in a car, but there's no way they can walk that, and towing Zoe in her wagon would still be walking it. So I don't remember who suggested it, but I know one of you guys suggested looking into this. I honestly didn't know they existed for dogs. I knew they existed for kids. Whoever it was in the comments, I know you know who you are. Thank you so much, Allie, and I really appreciate this. We're gonna go get one more for Diesel because Zoe and Marley, obviously you saw, could both fit in one. But you guys all did good. And you made little cookie bites or whatever?
So we can give some to Dude and some to Kobe and some to Finley and some
our neighbors.
And
give some cookies to our neighbors.
To their dogs.
It's like, we brought you cookies. Don't eat them. Just give them the Dude. I like today because it was a low-key day, but we got to spend some quality time and do some cool things. I think, honestly, cool things just around the house. And I feel like, I know I say this a lot, but I mean, that honestly is what daily vlogs are about. They're not necessarily going out and doing crazy things, because you know we do a lot of insane things. Times Square, TRL studio. This is unbelievable. But some days it's nice to just find a little, like, what is it? Like a bike cart?
Yeah, sometimes life is simple. Sometimes life is so crazy, but most of the time it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But I like that.
I like it too.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The craziness, I love.
There you go.
Oh my God, that was worth it. Oh my God.
Scary and worth it.
Into the White House. Can anyone remember like where this was from specifically? So it's kind of nice to just show you guys what we do on a normal day. A normal Monday, is it Monday?
Today is Monday.
A normal Monday. And I love it.
That's not even our normal Monday. Our normal Monday is catch up, but it's like the real first day of the work week. I mean, we work every day, but like usually the first beginning of Mondays are like emails, phone calls, emails, phone calls. Emails.
And then late start to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is what Allie was making, little gingerbreads. They're not too bad. And then we got doggy balls.
And the Christmas trees.
And the Christmas trees. Is that for the neighbors?
Those are not for people, they're for dogs.
No, not neighbor dogs.
Okay, ready? Sit down. No.
Look at Marley.
Paw. Oh, look at all of them. Everybody paw. Paw. Good job, good job. Paw, baby. Paw, baby. Thank you.
That's like doggy crack right there.
Oh.
So good.
And you know that's like 10 times cheaper than buying dog treats.
Really? And all it is pumpkin and peanut butter, right?
Pumpkin, peanut butter, wheat flour, 2 eggs, cinnamon, and a little salt.
There you guys go.
Good night, Internet.